Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Molly from Bell Farms. So today's big day. We are going to open up the storage. We're going to open up the case fan, the big one. We've already been shoveling out of the old storage. We've been doing a little bit of work here. It's probably been a few weeks since I filmed anything, but I finally got caught up on my footage. So today we are going to open the case fan. So if you guys have been around for a little while, you know that we do this every year, but those of you who are new, I will show you what we're going to do. So right now I am in our cooler, and as you can see, we have tote bags of potatoes. So like I said, we have been bagging a little bit already. We've actually been pretty busy for the last 3 weeks bagging, and today we are going to break into the big storage. So all these tote bags are from what we've been working on. We've got a lot of yellows in here. Yellows is mostly what we've been doing. So we're going to open up the case fan and get into the white potatoes. Jane is just tying back the flaps on the cooler here so that we don't have to take them down, because we still use them a little bit throughout the bagging season. Okay, so behind me we have the wooden bulkheads. So this is the back wall of our potato storage. And what we're going to do, I say we, Shane and Ray, what we're going to do is we're going to take off the bottom first, and that's going to allow the potatoes to start to spill out, and then we will shovel and we'll be able to take more down as we get in there.
You know, we left that first row of air ducts out of here this year, so we'll see how that ended up panning out.
You guys can see the potatoes right here.
Alright, I'm gonna go get a bar.
Okay. Alright, so once these angle iron pieces are loosened up, Shane is going to swing out this whole section, this whole lower section, and then you guys will see the potatoes come out. So this is really exciting. I left you guys off with putting the potatoes in storage, and now I'm going to show you how we start to take them out of storage. We are bagging from Market Basket, and we've done a couple loads for them already, but today will be the first day that I'm showing you guys taking potatoes out of storage. So super excited. And it's like, wow, another year has gone by. Everything is just flying by this year. So as we're getting ready this morning, there's a few things that I need to do. I've got to print stickers for our load, and then I have to get some tote bags. We got to dump some barrels. We were working with some whites yesterday. They were not very pretty, so we filled up some barrels, and we got to get those dumped so that we can sort out the potatoes for today. Ideally, the bottom piece of wood will come out with all of those. 1, 2, 3, so 4 of them will come out at once. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Today, not so easy. Okay. So you're gonna see Ray, Shane, me, whoever, mostly Ray, spraying the potatoes down with water. We do this as we shovel for a few reasons, but one of the biggest reasons is it helps the potatoes kind of slide into the bucket a little bit easier without skinning. But take a look at these potatoes. I mean, these are some big potatoes. Yeah. We're really looking forward to seeing what these look like washed. So I think Shane's gonna come in with the shoveler, and we're gonna try and scoop a few buckets out of this so that we can get to that bottom bulkhead, and we'll go from there. But this is opening storage. It fits, but it is tight, huh? It's on the little thing.
It's on the list.
Yeah, I'll do barrels. You want to do stickers?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's see here. So I don't have a ton of experience with the loader, but I can dump into the dump truck and into a trailer. That's not a problem. But other than that, don't ask me to scoop or scrape. I can't really do much. I got some learning to do. All right, so just gonna dump a few more barrels and dump a little bit more into Nick's trailer. Not the best lineup. So if you're wondering about these barrels of potatoes, this is all going to go for cow feed. So we don't waste anything. We've got a couple local cow farmers that we work closely with. Larry, if you've been around for a little while, you know I talk about Larry a lot and like to go visit his cows. And then also Nick, who is a former employee who used to work here, one of his first jobs. So he's getting into farming a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna get things set up and I'll be back. All right, jobs for today. We've got Ethan. Who he's just run away. Jobs for today. We have Ethan stacking over here, which he'll be over here in a second. And later on when Ben gets here, Ben will be helping Ethan over here. So Ethan's handling all the masters. We've got tote bags for number 2s. Yep, number 2s. And we have tote bag for size B. And then we have chefs. So Brian will be bagging chefs. I'm gonna be helping him sew and stack for a little while once Shane gets things running. We've got Erica and Ainsley up on the grader, and they're gonna be pulling out all the trash. And then I think Dave might be gone. Shane's getting things going. And then that cool forklift that you guys saw with the bucket on it, that is a special bucket for shoveling potatoes. And Ray will be doing that. So now that we're working out of the K-span, it's a little shorter trip than going all the way to old storage, which I'll show you guys that soon. We'll show you some yellows. But Ray is going to be running the shoveler. All right, guys, it is time to get to work. That did not take long to heat up in here. I'm running around like a crazy woman, which I kind of like. But the long john under the pants, they're going to be gone here pretty soon. Okay, so we had a little bit of a breakdown over here. So the in-feed belt broke on the in-feed, and this is something that we ordered before we even started the bagging season, and it's still not in, which is unfortunate. So we're gonna have to go back to the old school way of folding masters over and taping them. This is the belt that broke. So, long story short, we need another person, and we're already short, so this is gonna be fun. breathe. Skylar's here, Ben's here now. We're really missing Derek today. Definitely after lunch, I'm going to show you how the potatoes get scooped, how they go through the hopper, the polisher, and the sizer, and then how they go all the way into the bag. So you guys will see that in a little bit. All right, guys, we got really busy again after lunch, and I was running around like a crazy person. So I showed you a little bit, but this is the end of the video. We are done. We packed everything, and it is already loaded into the trailer. So I will see you guys on the next video.